Hey everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of the Final Flash podcast. My name is Gambit. As always, I'm joined by my co-host.
I'm Emilio.
That's right.
Or as some people may know me from Mad Hatters, Hentai Man.
Really?
That is not a joke. That is literally what they call me there.
Alrighty then. Hentai Man. Awkward, bro. You gotta be so awkward, bud.
That's just my whole shtick. I mean, I got the stickers on my car. I wear the amazing shirts. You know?
Yeah. First off, let us give a huge shout out to Blood by Design for both the intro and outro music. Thank you guys very much. Always enjoy your help. We appreciate it a lot.
Oh yeah. Thanks for letting us use your music, and I do hope you guys go and check them out. Go give them a follow. Listen to some of their stuff because it's great.
Seraph says the Virgin Mobile.
I mean,
which is what I've taken to calling it for like the longest time now. I don't know if you've ever actually heard me say it.
I've not heard you say that.
But every time I see it, like, there's the Virgin Mobile.
No, everybody at the card shop is always like, Hentai Man is here. that is legit, like, what they say. They're like, is Emilio here? I don't know. Did you see his car? No, he ain't here. That's how people know if I'm there or not. Do they see the stickers? And if they do, yeah, he's here.
Ridiculous. Okay, so first episode, we had mic issues at the beginning. My fault. But let's just reintroduce ourselves, give a little bit of backstory. I'm Gambit, as you all know, or should know by now. I have almost 25 years experience watching anime, started when I was 6, even though I didn't realize I was watching anime at the time. I'm still counting it. And that's pretty much just a quick summation. What about you? Your anime prowess?
Boy, yeah, I've been watching anime for over 20 years now. My first animes were definitely Digimon and Pokemon, not even knowing that they were anime at the time. But those are definitely the first anime that I've watched. And then, of course, as growing up, definitely the Toonami stuff, Dragon Ball Z and stuff that. But yeah, my anime history is pretty long and pretty wild. There's still stuff I haven't seen, and still looking forward to some new stuff. And I'm sure me and you both got a catalog of old and new that we're still watching.
Oh, definitely, dude. Every now and then I come across a clip of an anime that's like so old, and I'm like, I gotta find out what this is. And like I start searching, I was like, watch list.
That was me when I was searching for Hajime no Ippo, because I had seen so many clips and so many people talking about him. I think the main clip I saw was when he first did the... what is it called? The Dempsey roll?
The Dempsey roll.
Yeah, the Dempsey roll. Yeah. So I was like, oh no, I gotta watch this now. And so it took a while to find. Luckily, it's on Crunchyroll now for anybody who's really interested in a sports anime, boxing. Definitely go check that out on Crunchyroll. That's where you'll find it. And I think it's just sub, no dub for that one, correct?
I don't believe there is dub for that one.
Yeah, because it's one of those old shows that just never got a dub here in the U.S. So yeah, that's definitely one. If you can watch sub, go watch it. If you're more keen to dub, you're not gonna unfortunately have it in a dub. I don't believe.
You might not. Maybe if you might find like a third party dub,
but
it might not be as good.
Yeah, I hear they're really cracking down lately. Sorry, I hear they're really cracking down lately on the third party dubs and manga reading from voice actors and other people, which is real weird. But if you can find them, do definitely check those out and support those people, because I'm sure they could use all the support they can get.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
See, Sarah says Cartoon Network really got him on them for sure. Yeah, you gotta give big props to Cartoon Network, especially on Toonami. I think they got a lot of people into anime without them even realizing it.
Oh yeah, they just snuck that in out of nowhere. You know, because at first it wasn't even, it wasn't like Toonami in general. They even had, I think it was Adult Swim before we really got the Toonami.
Yeah.
Because Toonami was in an hours that were so awkward for even kids to watch, because they'd be coming right out from school and they would only catch like maybe the last 2 animes in the lineup.
Yeah.
And then we'd have the Adult Swim shows that had some of the anime lined up in there, luckily for everybody else. Which I think the main ones that I watched at the time for the Adult Swim network was Bleach and Inuyasha when I saw it.
Always caught Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Sometimes woke up at 3 in the morning to Inuyasha right at the ending.
Yeah. There is nobody who has not woken up to the In the Arms of an Angel and that. Those are the two things I think we all can agree. Like, we woke up in the middle of the night because we forgot to turn off the TV. And we're like, why is this on?
Oh, man. Great times.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
times.
I could say as a master control operator, once you hit about 2 o'clock in the morning, paid programming is just everywhere, and you could memorize that stuff. That is how much they replay that stuff. What is his name? Cypher?
Syraf.
Syraf. I shall call you Swifer, the Sky Dragon. Dragon Ball and Gundam were what I got to see. Yeah, definitely. Gundam's so old. I've watched so many different iterations of Gundam, but I could not tell you like which Gundam series I was watching back then. I was just like, it was Gundam.
Yeah.
Which one? Gundam.
One of them. There's so many like different series and storylines. It's hard to keep up with most of it unless you're like a die-hard fan for Gundam.
Oh yeah, like I props to all the die-hard Gundam fans because I can't do that. I know some people from the card shop who even buy the figures for the Gundams and build them and all that.
Oh, the Goomplas.
Yes.
Dude, I do that all the time. You've seen me build a few.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got like a whole box of them back in my closet at home.
Oh man,
I still got like tons I haven't even opened yet and touched.
Yeah, I personally can't do that. The just the tediness of it and like just making sure I don't mess it up is what gets to me all the time. And I'm an editor and I love tedious crap.
Right. I hate the stickers because they come with sticker packs for all the decals and stuff.
Yep.
I hate them because if you don't get it just right, you're there for like hours with tweezers and a little magnifying glass, and you're like trying your hardest not to screw it up.
You're just like line it perfectly and then air bubble. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's about right.
You gotta carefully peel it off so it don't like tear. It is ridiculous, but it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good hobby. It's definitely a good hobby.
Oh yeah, I again, props to anybody who does that. Personally, not my cup of tea, but I love seeing them and I love people watching them on YouTube and stuff. But I can't do them personally. I've been watching Buddy Daddies recently, and they just finished up that season. That show. Have you seen that one yet?
Have not. Definitely need to though. Kat also wants to watch that one.
Oh man, anybody who's basically watched Spy Family or read the manga Spy Family, just like convert that into like Buddy Daddies with basically 2 guys, and they're like hitmans for hire. And they just basically adopt this little girl. And then they have to figure out what it's like raising a child.
Nice.
But it's cute and wholesome and fun. I like it personally. I know some people have some issues with it and don't really like it that much, or it's not that great. I don't know. I like it. I just love all the cutesiness and like growing up with nephews and nieces. I see it and I feel it and I'm just like, yeah, that's about right. No arguments there. It's like you leave them alone for 5 seconds. Mess. You don't know how they did it, but they did it somehow.
Yep. Kids will do it.
Oh man, it's definitely one of the animes of this past season that was really good, and it does finish up. It's like a whole season. It does their whole arc and everything, and then it's done. So no more seasons after this, but it's definitely a good 12-episode watch. 12, 13? I gotta go back and look at it again, but definitely go check that one out. Anything you've been watching recently?
No. Most of my time on anime has been going to rewatching One Piece. Because...
That's right. You and your girlfriend are watching One Piece over again.
She asked me what I wanted for my birthday last year. I said, for you to start One Piece. And she did. And she got hooked.
Yep.
And she was one of those people who was like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm never going to watch it. I had to use an entire birthday wish to get her to watch it.
You could have asked for anything. Anything. And you chose One Piece.
Pretty good wish.
That's a true anime fan right there. He could have had anything, but he chose anime.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going on a One Piece tangent. We're just going there. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been trying to get you and everybody else to watch One Piece.
Yeah, it did take me a while.
I was the one who had been watching One Piece from day one on Funimation. And then once Funimation, not Funimation, 4Kids at the time. When that died, I had to go find it because there was no way to watch it otherwise. And thanks to internet bootlegging and all that, we eventually got there. And I've been watching it since day one, and like about around 300 or 400 episodes in, and I've been like trying to convince him, like, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. He's like, I'm looking for something long term to really watch it. One Piece, he's like, nah, it's too long. You're like, yeah, I don't know where I'd find the time. Because I remember that was like your main excuse, like, I'm working so much, I don't know where I'd find the time.
Yep. By the way, I also started it on 4Kids. I just, once it ended, like
there was no way to find it.
Yeah, and I just kind of gave up and forgot about it.
Yeah. But like, yeah, no, like, you were the first person I actually convinced to finally watch it, and you kind of convinced yourself, if I remember correct.
Yeah,
you were just like, you're like, I got nothing else to watch, and you watched it during the COVID times, did you not, or was it before then?
It might have been during COVID, maybe 2019.
Because I know it was close to around then, because you had barely caught up to the Wano arc of things. Because I know that's where you're currently at, because you realize, like me, you have to stop watching for a bit. Yeah. And then let it get ahead and then watch it.
Yeah, so when I started, there was currently 964 episodes out.
Yeah, so
964. Yeah. Took me 2 weeks to catch up. I did nothing but binge it through work at my old job, through all my spare time. Whenever I had a chance, it was constantly One Piece. So 2 weeks flat, caught up 966 episodes by the time I caught up.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, and I'm glad you did, because now I finally had someone to talk One Piece about, because no one here in our town watches One Piece. Yeah. It is so hard to find someone to talk about it unless you're talking online, and you were the first person. But if anybody else in our group's watching, all you sons of bitches. I told y'all for years to watch it. And finally they have. They finally caught up and have started watching it. And like, they're like, it's not enough.
It really isn't.
It's not enough.
It really isn't. She is currently... we're just now getting to Whole Cake Island. She just finished the Zoe arc. We're literally headed to Whole Cake. Sorry, to One Piece.
We're not headed to the Laugh Tale yet.
Not yet, but soon. I hope before I die.
Oh man, same. But yeah, no, like, I think one of the arguments that I had to use for one of our friends was like, he watched. Like the New Dawn is like the first season. He'd gotten through that, and he's like, I don't know how I feel about it yet. And I was like, well, finish Arlong Park. I was like, after Arlong Park, I was like, if you just don't like it, I'll let it go. I was like, but after Arlong Park, I was like, I guarantee that is going to be your deciding factor whether you're going to continue watching One Piece. And that he watched it. And then, sure enough, he sent me a message when the what's the theme that they play?
Which one?
What is it? Walking. When the whole group is walking towards Arlong Park.
Oh, okay.
Always forget the name of that theme.
I forget it too, dude.
Yeah, but he sent me
epic theme.
Yeah, he sent me that theme with everybody dancing. He's like, I get it now, and I was like.
Oh man,
no,
it's great. One Piece is kind of a special case. Normally, you're like, watch 2 or 3 episodes. If you don't like it, you probably won't. But since it's huge, like, you gotta give it time, because there's like all this character building.
It's the same problem with old anime that I tell people a lot of the times, which is why I don't usually recommend a lot of older anime. It's because the build up for them took so much longer than most. Like, me and you can both agree. Bleach is so slow at the start.
Oh man, I love it.
So slow. And like you can
agonizing slow.
Like, it does not pick up till we get to the Soul Society arc. That is like finally where it starts like, hey, we're getting somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And like but man, is it so slow. Same with Naruto and in One Piece at the time, because Naruto was slow too. I don't care what anybody says. If you go back and look, like the most notable arc that you can think of from the beginning of Naruto was the Zabuza arc. Mm-hmm. And then I bet you can't even tell me like what comes right after that.
Nope. I can't. I can't, so no.
I couldn't tell you too, and I love Naruto, but I cannot tell you what comes right after the Zabuza arc.
The annoying thing with Naruto for me was all the flashbacks.
Oh my
like,
god.
I think it's like second episode in, you already get a flashback.
Yep.
I was like, I just watched the first episode. I know what's going on, but through the entire series, and sometimes it's the same flashback. Naruto, sad kid on a swing by himself. All the friends are over there hanging out. He's just...
Well, I mean, they really hit those flashbacks towards the end of the season to try to shell it out as much as they could. Because that was like one of their big money makers. And which is why we have Boruto now, which I just don't like.
I haven't watched. I don't know. There's something about it. I don't want to watch it.
No, I think it needed to end where it ended. Like, and even based off what I've heard recently, they went on 2-3 years without even a canon episode, like or anything revolving with the story there. So I was like the clip I saw on TikTok was Sasuke fighting a dinosaur.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so I have no interest.
I'm lost there, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, if there are any Boruto fans out there. Good for y'all. I'm like, it's not gonna happen for me.
Hey, man, I don't. You like what you like, but
you're not gonna convince me, unfortunately. Based off what I've seen and what I know about it, it's. Ooh, that animation I hear is pretty bad too.
Yeah, I see clips every now and then.
Like I remember they had one good fight that I know of that was on TikTok, and I was like, man, that's a really good fight. If they kept up that animation style, I may keep watching it. And then I heard it just tanked right after that. it didn't go anywhere. We're talking about 7 Deadly Sins bad of animation there for a while.
Actually, I think it was before I started One Piece over for that 2-week period and caught up. Right before that, I actually watched Naruto for the first time, like in its entirety.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was more because when we were in high school, we had all the snobs and everyone who was like, Naruto's better than Dragon Ball Z, and I was a Dragon Ball Z fan, so like, no, screw you, Dragon Ball Z's better. And just to spite them, didn't watch it. Didn't watch a single episode of Naruto. Not because I thought it was bad, but because I didn't like the fan base. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, man. Which I guess this brings up another topic for me. Like, what do you think about the people who say that we were not ridiculed for watching anime back in our day, only because we just Naruto ran? I never Naruto ran.
I never Naruto ran anywhere.
Just to be clear, I never did.
I ran normal or I walked fast.
Exactly.
You would never catch me doing this.
No, never. No, I would be embarrassed if I ever did it. But what do you say about that? Because I know my experiences back with anime back in the day. And I know there's even still some ridicule for grown men who watch anime.
Yeah, and we're starting to enter that category too. Yeah. We're getting up there.
Yeah, like, we're up there, and you know.
I'm like a month away from 31.
30. Almost 30.
So we're about to hit that category. But man, I mean, anime's for everybody. Yeah. And that's what I love about the community. Aside from the gatekeepers for certain animes, My Hero.
No, you didn't hear that.
Some toxic communities, My Hero. But yeah, what I love about the anime community is that it's so inclusive. But you do get those bad apples every now and then. Like, you're too old to watch anime. Like, I was watching it before you were fucking born, kid. Don't talk to me about anime. Don't recite the black magic to me.
I was there when it was written. But like back in my day, like, no, you couldn't talk.
No,
like
I hit it. I
hit it.
Hate to admit it, but I hit it in my junior high-ish years.
Yeah, no,
even some of elementary, I did hide it, like in the later years.
I think in high school it was a little bit more acceptable in there, but I know there was a ton of more people that still ridiculed people for watching anime at the time.
Oh yeah.
Because I won't name any names, but you know some of the people that we hung out with that just didn't like anime, that would make fun of you for even just talking about it, or just straight up just call us out for it every time. I think it's great now that anime is more accepting than it's ever been.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But I definitely say in our time we could not talk about it, But I love to see that it's more open now. Definitely. Even though we have those toxic fandoms, no names.
I'll name you.
And then there's I think the worst. Not even just like My Hero fandom. Is the people who gatekeep anime.
Oh, I hate that so much, dude.
Like, it's like, oh, you've watched one anime. How can you call yourself an anime fan?
Mm-hmm.
I call them an anime fan. If you like Fruit Baskets and that's
yeah.
all you've watched, you're welcome to join the conversation.
Exactly.
Because I know a ton of people who are just like that. They've only seen the Studio Ghibli films or certain like romance anime at the time, or even just Sailor Moon. I know people who've seen and watched Sailor Moon and love it, but that's all they've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I love Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
It's a really good anime.
I mean, you're still an anime fan in my book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody who gatekeeps like that, I just say you need to do better.
Yeah, do better.
Do better, because anime isn't just exclusionary to people who, like me and Danny here, watch it all the time. But
all the time.
It is for those people who enjoy those animation type films too, or maybe seen 1 or 2 seasons and that's like their childhood and they love it. And like what I said before, me and you grew up with anime and didn't even know it was anime.
Mm-hmm.
There are people like that out there too, and especially people like Avatar: The Last Airbender. That is a synonymous, like, you are anime, but you're not anime. You're an anime, but you're not anime.
Mm-hmm.
And you are welcome to sit at the table.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely love the fact that anime's been so much more accepted in recent years. What is it, like past 5 maybe? It's like really blown up and it's continuing to blow up.
Oh, it's so great. I love. I know anime conventions have been around for a while now, even before we like even knew they existed.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
But I love to see that like more and more of them are coming around, and we can get, like, even in our town, there was no sort of convention anywhere in our town.
Mm-hmm. Now we got like what, 3?
We got like 3.
3 a year? Yeah.
So they're not big, but hey, there's something.
They're fun.
And we're a college town. That's surprising to say. We've never had an anime or any type of convention before.
Yeah.
Now we have some. Like, our town is so stuck up. We had a tattoo at convention at one point, and we can't even have those anymore.
Yeah. I don't want to get into our town. I have so many opinions and statements to make about our town.
Oh, we could go on about that forever. But definitely glad to see that the anime world is expanding and growing, and there's more people we can talk about it now. I know we're definitely not the only anime podcast out there. I know there's a couple other ones. I know they're not fully anime, but I know the Trash Taste podcast is another anime platform out there. But I'm glad if you guys are listening to us. We're just your normal everyday guys. We ain't nothing special.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Well, we don't know Japanese. We don't live in Japan. We're not like articulating each anime scene or animation. What we like is what we like, and we want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I could go on about cinematography and stuff like that, and I could tell you the techniques about it, and I don't care. As long as it's good, I'll watch it, and I'll tell you. And as long as you got a good story, you've encapsulated me.
Yep.
Record of Ragnarok is like the best example of that. I think, in my personal opinion.
Yes. Sorry. I've seen so many that I have to like scroll through the Rolodex in my brain.
You're like me. You gotta be like, okay, who are we talking about? Okay.
I heard the Record of Ragnarok, and my mind was like, record of the Grand Crest War, record of this, record of this, record of this, record of this, record of Ragnarok. There it is. Yes, love it.
I think everybody can agree that show just had no animation in its first season, and like there are parts where they were just boring. they were straight boring. But I enjoyed it as it went through, and I'm glad it got its second season because, man, that second season was so good.
It was good, dude.
Like
the fights are insane.
They used some CGI to like help with that animation more, to be like, okay, we heard you. You want some animated fights? We're giving it to you. And Hercules and
what's his name?
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. That fight.
That was so good. They did it as best as they could. I don't think it's the best, but they did it the best that they could with whatever budget they had. And I think yeah, that's definitely something people should check out. I hope it gets a third season, an even bigger budget, and we hope to see some more good fights because, man, there are some good fights coming.
Oh yeah, because we still got some fights left, huh? We still got some matches left.
Oh, yeah, we got tons. We only did 2 matches in the second season. We didn't even do a full 3.
Yeah.
Because the next fight is Buddha versus, and I won't spoil who the but there is a combatant in there.
Buddha's a surprising character though. Like he kind of flipped up, and I don't want to give too much away either.
Yeah.
So if you watch season 2, and you'll see what we're talking about with Buddha.
Well, I mean, because Buddha originally was a human who became a god, is he not? Like Hercules?
Yeah.
Which is what I find so great about that comparison.
Yeah, I believe Buddha reached enlightenment and became a god.
Yeah, tells you how much we know about religion. Yeah, no, because it's a great contrast to see between the two. That Hercules, even though was a human before, still wanted to fight for the god side just because of the way, I guess, he believed in things. Mm-hmm. He believed that he was a god, so therefore he should fight for a god. And I think Buddha being the polar opposite to that, saying, nah, I was human.
So I'm gonna fight for the humans.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, Hercules was also like, I'm doing this for the humans as well. Mm-hmm. But he's still like, he didn't hold back on Jack the Ripper.
No. I think that fight is also just a great example of the best of humanity and the worst of humanity. Mm-hmm. Like even Blood by Design, you guys are in Lubbock, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh man. Don't just call us out like that. Because then we got to talk bad about it.
Oh man, that's a whole different podcast.
You guys, are we going to Princess Mononoke tomorrow? I won't personally.
No, I can't make it. I really wish I could though.
I do like to go to because I know our theaters hold every year's Studio Ghibli films. We won't. I usually try to make 1 or 2 of them. Mostly either Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away, I think is what it is. What they show, and those are the 2 I usually try to make. But I can't usually do all of them, but
yeah, no, dude, I'm a huge Princess Mononoke fan.
Yeah, no, you're.
I bought a stuffy, a little stuffed animal, like a Beanie Baby animal of Yakul, the little I think, what is he?
I don't know.
Like an impala or something.
Yeah.
Some kind of like deer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been like $80. It was like this big. Like I thought it was gonna be like a decent size.
No.
Like this big.
Nope. Yep, that's about right.
Like this big. But I mean, it was worth it. I love that thing. I got a hoodie, which I think it's a woman's hoodie, but I call it unisex, and I wear it everywhere, so you'll see me.
Hey, if women can do it, we can do it too.
Oh, for sure.
I got a group going to see this up. Oh man, dude, if we could join, I definitely would. But I do have some plans tomorrow. Otherwise, I'd join you guys and go check that out. Although, tell your group that they should subscribe to the podcast. We're going to self-promote us there just slightly right there.
Shameful plug.
Shameful plug. Shameful plug. We got no shame here.
Nah, not really.
We got no shame. We're going for it. Spirited Away is definitely also my favorite Ghibli film. I think that's the one. Like, if it's ever on TV, I'm just going to stop what I'm doing and watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's like, hey, I'm going to clean the house. And then I see Spirited Away. That could wait.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the Ghibli films I've seen is because of Kat. Like, I've seen some, like Princess Mononoke, that's always been an all-time favorite of mine. But, like, Howl's Moving Castle, I've only seen, like, a couple years ago. Like, a few of these are, like, recent.
Yeah.
Even though they've been out forever, I'm just, like, getting around to seeing some of them that I've never seen before.
Ponyo is a Studio Ghibli film, too, isn't it?
It is, yes.
It is not one I've seen, though.
I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, no.
I want to.
There's a few I haven't seen of the newer ones, but eventually I'll get to them. I got a long list of anime that I'm going through.
You okay there?
I had a hiccup and a burp at the same time, and that just hit really hard.
That's how you factory reset a human. You just hiccup and burp at the same time. Reboots your whole system.
At least it wasn't a big one. Have you ever had those like big ones that like they hit and you're like, my chest?
I was like, oh, it's my time. It's my time.
I accept it.
Your heart just hurts.
Or just those random pains in chest that you get and you're like, Is this my time?
Mm-hmm.
Is this it? There's actually a scientific term for that.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently it's a common thing. It's like, yeah, no one knows why it happens, but it happens. If it consists more than this, then go to a hospital.
Okay, well, I'm glad to see that it's not just me or a couple people.
Yeah, no, apparently it's a very common thing. I was surprised when I... thank you, TikTok, by the way. Who showed me this. One of the doctors, he's like, yeah, no, this is a common thing. If you feel it and you're like, oh man, this sucks, it really hurts, and then it goes away, you're fine.
As long as it goes away.
As long as it goes away. If it sticks around, and you don't be like somebody I know who was having a heart attack for like 30 minutes and was like, nah, it'll go away.
Nah, bro, you're gonna go away. You better go get it checked.
Oh man, I love it. Just the people that we know just surprise us. I think we can safely say most of the people we know are not the brightest.
Yeah, but same could be said about us.
Oh, I thought we clarified we are not the smartest people in the room. Our advice should be advice about life should be taken with a grain of salt.
Oh yeah, for sure. Back on Studio Ghibli real quick. I do love one other, like, almost as much as I loveが Mononoke, and that's Howl's Moving Castle. I really loved it. Like all films, like, beautiful animation.
It's the sad thing too, because like with the advancement of animation, we'll never get the same animation that we've seen back in the day like that. That is just so good. You could tell that it's much different now, and it's like,
oh, for sure.
Oh man, because I think that was still a time where they were like, we're still gonna hand draw most of this and then edit it after. But like, yeah, no, it's really good to see. Like there's an even animator for who's doing the animations for One Piece, which is apparently she's so good. She storyboards. Ooh, storyboard.
Easy killer.
I don't know what that is. Well, this is why we can't have nice things. No.
You're killing me, dude.
I know. She's doing the storyboards for One Piece, but like the way it's animated is how she storyboards it. And they're like the people that they get the storyboard, they're like, man, she's gonna disappear from us because somebody's just gonna take her right out from us before we can keep her long enough. Yeah. Because they recycle those apparently a lot, and eventually some of those people go to make their own animation films. I can't give you her name right now, but if you look it up, you could see that she's the recent storyboarder. And if you do a comparison of her storyboards to like older episodes, it is so drastically different. Like, you're like, where do you get the time? Some people are just so talented. They're like, they just put everybody else to just shame. Yep. Oh man, if you're also notice One Piece, if you go through like the whole beginning to end, you're gonna just see the evolution of anime.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a perfect example of the evolution of anime. Like, you start off with like the hand drawn sketches and everything, which are beautiful, which is something I love about '90s anime. Like, you get that hand drawn, like,
rough sketch,
style animation that you just don't get anymore. But yeah, it progresses, and you can literally see the life of animation as it progresses.
Oh man, like you like because One Piece uses, I know, some CGI in there, and you could see as it slowly gets better too. Because there was definitely a time when CGI, when it was first in anime, that it was just awful. You could tell, and it was so bad.
You didn't like it at all. When Resurrection F came out, Dragon Ball Z, or Super, I should say, Resurrection F.
Yeah.
When that came out.
Sorry, I took an allergy pill and it still has just not kicked in. So I'm going to be sneezing now and I'm mad about it.
Don't sneeze on me. Anyways, it kind of took me aback when I first saw it, because you saw like a clear example of CG when Beerus and Goku were fighting through the town.
Yes.
Like, I kind of didn't like it at first. Like, I had to adjust.
Yeah.
Because Dragon Ball Z had like never done that to that extent. Scale.
Because they finished up right before they hit full on CG, I think. So they can use it now. But yeah, no, it's I don't know if they just weren't accustomed to it or not. But you could tell it was heavy CG. Yeah. I gotta say though, the worst like CGI I've seen in recent today, I think is Blue Lock. Has some like I don't know why, like some of their shots of CGI are just so bad. It's so blatantly bad. Like I don't understand why they use some of the shots that they used. I'm like, you could have just scrapped that and it'd probably make not too much of a difference. But that CG was bad. Bad.
Well, this season came to an end, so all this season's anime, or last season's anime now, is hitting that last episode, so now's my time to shine. I'm about to bust through all of that.
Oh yeah, you go through it, my man. You
oh
go
yeah,
through it.
I'm gonna binge everything.
Yeah, because I know you're not like me. I like to watch things
Week
as
to
it
week.
as it comes out, you know.
Simulcast.
But that's just me, because what I do for work, it just allows me to just sit there and just watch shit, and I get bored really quick, or I'll just sit there and listen to the Critical Role. But yeah, we've definitely this past season, some of the most notable ones, Buddy Daddies, definitely like something. I think if you like cutesy fun stuff like that, go check that one out. Blue Lock, if you're interested in some sports anime, which is soccer. And then what was the
Seraph says Gambit does the same. Don't let him lie to you. He watches anime at work all day, and it's true. I do. I really do.
and Tomo-chan is a girl. That is one of those animes that I've been reading for a very long time, and have been waiting for an anime, and we finally got it. And I love that. I love that one. It's so funny. That's another like kind of rom-com thing, but I think it's more humorous than anything.
Nice. That's another one I'm gonna have to check out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love that one. I love the manga, and I don't know if we got any like volumes for it here in the U.S. But if there is, I'm probably gonna go start collecting those and picking them up. It is like those one-page style like mangas. It's got like different panels, and then that's the summary of like that chapter.
Nice.
So it's not like long form like that you're used to usually. It's more of those like one-page panel type mangas.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I said, it focuses more on the comedic side of anything than the actual romance of stuff. But as with every new season ending, we have a new season starting.
Yeah.
And I would definitely love to talk about some of the upcoming animes that we got coming up here. What are you excited to see for this upcoming season of anime?
Dr. Stone season 3 for one. Coming up this season. In fact, it's starting here, in a couple days maybe?
I believe so. It's in one of the Crunchyroll lineups. I know that's one of their big animes that they have on their site.
Yeah.
For those who are currently watching Dr. Stone, if you have not watched the movie Ryuji on Crunchyroll, it's like I call it a movie, but it's like more like an hour-long episode. Do watch that before you watch the third season, because it's going to go right into that from that like hour-long episode into the new season.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. This is one of the ones that I've been reading the manga from like day one, and I just fell in love with the entire story.
Oh yeah, me and you both have been on that one. We were both reading it and didn't even know we were both reading it.
That was such a good read. I loved it so much, and I haven't picked it back up in a while, but I need to. I need to catch up.
I have actually finished the whole manga, so I know everything that's going to happen.
Nice.
And I'm still excited for the anime because I can't wait to see all the new animation. I believe the new season's called the New World too, so I'm excited for that. This one I think is going to be a more action-packed season, so I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Definitely, people, if you what is this, shonen? It's a shonen without being a shonen, essentially.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because it deals more with the building a world from stone. That's literally all it is. Building an ancient world from stone back to the modern age.
Yeah.
It's the process from start to where we're currently at is every episode is just a great experience. I think experience is the best way to put it.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Another thing I'm excited for is Kinnikuman Man. Kinnikuman Man, known here in the U.S. as Ultimate Muscle, which is a rare gem. A lot of people don't really know about it, which I was surprised. But that was one of those 4 kids shows too. So it showed up on the same block.
You know, with Ultimate Muscle, for what we had, there's even a season before that.
I did not know that.
That follows his dad. Yeah, there's a season before that. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I found. I don't know where I found that out exactly, but yeah, there's apparently a season before what we got on 4Kids, which is just blows my mind to even know that there was a before season of that.
Yeah, like they posted last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, that they're doing something for the 40th anniversary. They're gonna make a whole new anime, so I'm like really excited.
Oh man, that was that's its own gym in itself. If you were there to watch that, yeah, that was just a fun show.
It really was. The basic premise is it's a wrestling show. It's a wrestling anime, and it follows this character, and he fights. He finds himself in weird situations, and he ends up having to fight all these weird wrestling characters. If you're into wrestling, every character has their gimmick. Like there's one guy in the show who he's dressed like a cell phone, and he's fighting. It's weird, it's wacky, it's fun.
It's a monster of the week type of show.
Yeah, but it's really a gem, and I really loved it when I was young watching it. And so when I saw the news that they're redoing the anime for the 40th anniversary this year, it's not on topic because I don't think it's going to come out this season.
Right.
Because they just announced it, but it should definitely be coming out this year.
Oh yeah,
as far as I'm aware from what I've been reading.
I'm hoping because again, I'll watch it, whether it's good or not. I'll watch it. I loved Ultimate Muscle as a kid, and I can't wait to see it continue from there. Speaking of muscles, another anime that I'm excited that's coming out is I know I may be saying the name wrong, but it's Martial. Magic and Muscles. That is a manga that I've been reading for quite a bit now, and that one is pure just comedic genius right there.
Yeah.
Basic premise: in a world full of magic, anybody who doesn't possess magic is supposed to be executed. Well, this kid is like hidden away with his grandpa, and he just becomes like a workout machine. He gets all these muscles. And like they finally find him out, and they try to execute him, and he just takes them out. And so they said they're like, okay, we're gonna give you a chance if you can get past our magic school and graduate and like the top class, you can continue living in this world. And so he goes through it, and it's just pure comedic genius. Like different workout routines are what he calls his magic spells. Like there's a point where he's like full press, and he literally just like full press magic, and he hits someone with his fist. His wand is I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like made of heavy metal. Like nobody else can pick it up except him. But like he just bends it to what he needs it to be. So like he'll turn it into a bat or something just to make it.
That sounds great, dude.
Oh,
I'm definitely watching.
Oh, it's so funny. I love it. Oh. I need that magic.
I need that magic in the gym for sure.
I need whatever he's got in the gym.
Yeah, for sure. Me too, Seraph.
Oh, man. Just that. I want to be able to just take down a whole dragon just using my fists as well.
You need to get on that Saitama routine.
Right.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and what is it, a 10-kilometer run?
10-kilometer run.
Which is like, what, 6 miles?
I think it's, a little over 5 miles. Not quite 6, I think. Oh, man. But, yeah, no. If you're looking for something funny for this upcoming, Martial's one of them. And you're going to laugh. There's no way you're not going to find something in here funny at some point. He's definitely the new Saitama, if I had to say anything.
Yeah. Which is hilarious. Have we gotten any word about a new season for One Punch Man while we're on the subject? I feel like I read something, but I might not have.
We should.
It might have been wishful thinking.
I think I saw a poster online that has said that they are currently in production for the new One Piece season, but I don't know when we're getting it. And the only reason they finally put it in production is because we finally finished the Monster Society arc. Mm-hmm. So they have enough of the manga to animate now. So
gotcha.
So I think that's the reason we're not getting it really quick, is because they don't want to try to get ahead of the manga. They're like, well, let's wait and see what's coming, and then we'll animate it as it goes. Mm-hmm. Which I'm glad to see that. I don't want any anime to get ahead of the manga ever again.
Oh yeah, we've seen what happens when that happens, and it's not good.
It can either make or break most animes.
And sometimes it works out, but just barely.
Yeah, like I think Bleach for us was an example of that. Mm-hmm. Like they just side seasons, but they were all right because the side seasons were actually pretty decent. And they're like, okay, the manga finally is a little ahead of us. We'll continue now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like for anybody who's watching Bleach for the first time, that's gonna throw them off like real crazy.
Get ready for a lot of filler.
So many fillers.
Yep, Seraph too. So many fillers. It's my god, like the entire Bount arc was a decent arc, but it's like all filler. Mm-hmm. Man, it's ridiculous.
And then it's like we had to underpower him to power him back up again, which was not fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I know a lot of people who watch Bleach and like they got right after the Soul Society arc, got to that Bount arc, and were just miserable through that whole arc because it is just not a fun arc in any way.
Yeah,
it's like we literally went here up on a hill, and then we went straight down. And then we had to climb back that hill again for no reason. Yeah. It says I had to skip most of it for sure. No, definitely.
Oh, that's not a lie. He did. He skipped a lot of it.
And hey, that is fine by me. Again, Bleach is not an anime I recommend to most people. Mm-hmm. It is definitely like, hey, if you want something that's long core and you got the time, watch it. But those fillers are going to kill you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, especially if you're not, like, a seasoned anime watcher. Like, it's going to get on your nerves, especially all the fillers with his little sisters playing soccer most of the time. It really does get boring. You really got to force yourself to give it a chance.
Speaking of new seasons upcoming, the Ancient Magus Bride Season 2 is coming. And I love that. I love the first season. It's I don't know what the best way to describe the show. World of magic and mystery galore. This is your show.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, there's just like not a lot I could say about it that wouldn't spoil a lot of things. So it's best to just say this is definitely a show you guys should watch. Especially it's getting its second season. So hey, A+. We haven't had the first season was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So to get a second season, it's at least worth something.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
That was the other show, and it just started today. So, you're looking for some, at least in the manga sense, it's very dark, very gory, and very gruesome. Hell's Paradise. I don't think you've read any of it yet.
I haven't. No. I know that's one you've recommended to me to read.
Yes.
I just haven't picked it up yet.
It's got its anime debut. It just came out today, and I don't know how to judge it yet because I'm waiting to see where we go. Basic premise: this ninja. I'm gonna butcher his name. Gibimaru is taken by his executioner and is offered a pardon if him and a bunch of other convicts go to this island to find the elixir for eternal life. And whoever comes back with that elixir first gets a full pardon for all their crimes. So if he's successfully able to go to this island and come back with the elixir, he gets a pardon. But the problem is any men that they've sent to that island who comes back dead. Just straight dead. No person has come back alive. Again, this is one of those shows where if I say anything about what's on the island or how the battle system works or how the kind of like how they do their things, it just spoils everything. Right. So it's one of those shows where you get your basic premise, and then it gets so much deeper as each episode and the manga panels went on. So I'm hoping that's where we go. We just go deeper and deeper on how the the their abilities and powers and systems work, because they're not. I say powers, but that's just more because I don't want to spoil anything.
Right.
But there's a whole system on how these things work and how they fight.
Get off me.
And it's, again, very gruesome. The island's meant to look pretty, but everything else is just like pure horror.
Nice.
So it's definitely going to be one of those I definitely think people should check out. Whether the animation and everything is going to be good, that is yet to be seen, but I have good hopes for it because I just really love the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely what you need to check out as well.
Yeah, I really do. It's been on my to-read list for like a while now. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like always 100 things I'm watching or reading. So.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. Like, the reason I can't go to bed at night is because half the time I'm reading manga on my phone. Like,
or sometimes I take break because, it's good to take breaks sometimes. Just like clear your mind. Just take a couple weeks, maybe a month off of anime or manga. Just
I've been there, Sometimes you just gotta reset the brain.
Mm-hmm.
You get like what I forget what they call it, the road of all anime is good. Man, this animation's really great, and then it hits. This is kind of boring. This is kind of trash, and then you're like, I need a reset.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of reset everything, come back in with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
So you don't kind of get burnt out on it.
Oh man,
there's been some times where I've gotten burnt out.
Oh, I've been there.
Like, it's not a bad thing, but you just got to give yourself a break.
Yeah, because there's a lot of anime, and definitely you just got to take a step back for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot, and you can get easily flustered with just like, man, I got this giant queue and I can't do it. I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah. Another anime coming out soon this season, about 3 days out, is Konosuba, Explosion on This Wonderful World, if I did say that title right.
That one follows Megumin, right?
Megumin, yes. It follows her. Konosuba as a whole, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It is funny. It's an isekai meaning other world type of anime.
I'm feeling the isekai burnout. That's for sure.
Oh man, what was it? A couple of years ago, it was like every anime was isekai. Otherworld.
Yeah, we're still in it a bit, and like we're barely like coming down off of it. But man, I'm just like, all right, can I just get a regular fantasy anime?
Yeah.
I just love just a regular fantasy anime.
And it's not that they were bad. Like a lot of them were good, but
no, I don't get me wrong. I like some of them. Like,
but then you get like those B tier animes that saw, hey, these guys are making lots of money. Let's try and capitalize on the isekai since that's what's hitting right now.
What is it? Reincarnated world with my cell phone, or
in another world with my cell phone, or something like that.
In a world stuck in a dating sim. I was just like, okay, we need to slow down. We're getting pretty specific with these titles.
Oh yeah,
that's when you know you're on a burnout, because we're getting pretty specific with titles here.
But yeah, this season, I believe, is kind of like an off season. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a bunch of the other characters return, but this one's gonna focus more on Megumin, and maybe give a little bit of backstory. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be a prologue or like during the time of Konosuba. I honestly don't know. Either way, I love Konosuba, and I think it's hilarious.
It is hilarious for sure.
I do know someone who just doesn't find it funny.
Really?
Yep.
Who? Do they not have a soul? No names. Never mind. Don't. No names.
I can't name him here. But,
no names. But you tell me after.
I'll tell you. But like, he's just like, I don't get it. And I was like, how many episodes are you in? He's like, 5. I was like, you're 5 episodes in, and I was like, you don't get it. And he's like, and I think he was talking about darkness, and he goes, "What's her thing?" And I was like, "No way." I was like, "What do you mean? What's her?" I was like, "You got to be more specific. What do you mean? What's her thing?" He's like, "It's like she likes all this stuff," and I was like, "Yeah."
You don't say.
You don't say. I was like, it's okay. You'll be okay, child. I was like, if you don't get it, I can't explain it to you.
It's hilarious, and it's pretty self-explanatory already.
I don't know if he just doesn't like the type of humor, or if he legitimately doesn't know like certain tropes that are, or even just like, well, what is it? What is darkness? it's technically like BDSM, isn't it?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so
she enjoys it.
Yeah,
She gets off.
I just don't know if he doesn't know what that is, or like it's. I will forever laugh at you for not liking this and not getting it. I get it if you don't like it, but just not getting it at all is just what amazes me. I'm like, I need you to clarify what you don't get, because if you just don't understand the isekai part, I get you. It's if you're new to anime, you probably have no idea what that means. But I don't think he understands the humor as a whole.
Right. Which is sad. He should definitely go back and just rewatch it anyways.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I love it. I don't know anyone who doesn't like it.
Well, because here's the thing. I think what convinced him to watch it was the movie scene with the chimera.
He's like, come here, and
he's like, take me.
Take me.
You know what's sad? Both of us would do the same thing.
Oh, for sure.
Before
Turn into the dark side. Goodbye, everybody.
Nobody respects me here. At least I'll go to someone who does.
I love that scene in that movie, dude. It's so... I laughed so hard.
we would be so petty like that. It's like, no, none of y'all show me appreciation. At least he does.
Right? Is that your wand poking me?
Why does it feel like something's poking me in from behind? Because something is.
And he's like, help! Help! Oh, man.
Oh, okay. How easy would you crack 2 with the Konami code?
Oh, dude.
That's my question. How fast would you have cracked?
Oh, I would have cracked fast, dude.
Instantaneous, just the same.
Or your buddy who doesn't like it might just be a vanilla kind of person. That's what Seraph says. Could be.
I will neither confirm nor deny these allegations, because I could easily do that.
I don't know who it is yet, so I don't know. And even after you tell me, I still might not know.
It's all right. You're going to know. Oh, man. Anything else of note that you're interested in the upcoming season? I know we got a lot, and I try to narrow my list down to like, these are the 3 things that I'm for sure watching, and then we'll check everything else out, and then I'll tell you what I think of them.
Right.
But
no, really no, and part of that is because I'm usually season behind.
Right.
So I focus on like binging everything, and after I'm done, which takes a couple days because I do nothing.
Yeah, as far as me, like what I've named to you guys are what I'm looking forward to. These are the animes that I know are coming, that I know I'm gonna like, and that I know that other people will enjoy too. And I can tell you guys, we can talk about it, and we can enjoy the anime together. Everything else that's gonna be coming out this season, I'll watch mostly off to the side, and then whether I continue them or like them, I will let you guys know, and then you could join me and tell me why I'm wrong in any way.
And they will.
Oh yeah,
they definitely will.
Oh, there's gonna be something. Like here's a controversial statement that I'll just throw out there just for the people. I do not like Tokyo Ghoul.
No, really.
I do not like it.
I did not know that about you.
I truly I finished the first season and then said I can't come back to this again.
Right. And I'm the opposite. I loved it.
I know you do.
First season, it's rough to get. It's rough to get through, dude. Because like nothing happens until the last episode. It's so much buildup, and I feel like the payoff wasn't good enough.
It was
for
not
making us wait that long.
No, it was not that. Like I was thinking halfway when we get the first fight with that one guy in the church, and I was like, okay, we're gonna get some payoff, right? Nope. Like they didn't even do anything with that.
Nothing.
I was just like, and then we got to the final episode, and I was like, great, I enjoyed this, but I'm already like beyond bored with it. I was like, I don't know if I can go to the next season.
Yeah, the reward it was lacking.
I was like, because it left such a sour taste in my mouth. If I go into that next season with still that sour taste, I know I'm just going to hate on it just for that. So this is purely not even talking about like Tokyo Ghoul or like the future other seasons. This is just pure Tokyo Ghoul. I do not like Tokyo Ghoul, and I know people who love it. It's no. I did not like it at all.
It became one of my favorites, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. That first season is tough to get through.
Yeah,
like especially if you're the type like you want action now.
Anybody who's interested in horror, Another is a good anime to watch.
Oh my god, that's an oldie.
Yeah, that is pure horror right there.
That one's pretty good, but I guess I'm just jaded, dude. I'm jaded on horror. Like my bedtime stories that my grandma used to tell me. She had to make them up because I was interested in blood and gore and this tiny little kid, like a toddler.
Oh, no, I'm with you.
And I'm like, tell me about the leprechaun again, Grandma. Like, she would just make up stories on the fly. Because there's no children's books about people getting their limbs ripped off or eyeballs poked out.
I think it's safe to say me and you are just... We're just really gory people. We love the
like
blood and guts and everything.
Like I get so jaded so fast because nothing's really scary anymore.
Blood by Design says another is one of my faves. Eye patch fetish.
Oh man,
I got a list for you.
He does too. He ain't lying, dude.
I legit could probably find you stuff. It just makes me think of I don't know if you've ever seen it, Chibinho. I know I butchered that name.
Chubinio or
yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I've seen it, yeah.
Love, Life, and Other Delusions. There you go. There's your.
Oh man,
I love we're the only ones that can see that.
Eggplant for those of y'all who can't see. Eggplant.
Oh man, but yeah, no. There you go. There's your eye patch. Someone who wears an eye patch for no reason, just pure eye patch.
Iki Towson. I don't know if you've seen it.
I've
it's like a high school fighting anime.
I've seen Iki Towson.
Yeah. There's a nice eye patch scene for you in there.
Oh, we'll start writing it down for you and just send you the list.
Iki Towson's another old gem. More on the adult side. Definitely don't recommend it for kids.
We will definitely have like what I guess we'll call it the ecchi fucking episode.
The ecchi episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about all the stuff because there are tons of stuff that we like.
Episodes.
Yeah. I know there's still some of those ecchi shows that are around now, but like back then, that like the hair, like when we were younger, harem was the big thing, and not isekai.
Yeah.
Yes, High School DxD, exactly.
Oh, dude, for sure, and that's gonna be in a later episode for sure. Because you gotta talk about it.
You gotta talk about it. But
it's so great.
I love as anime progresses, like we get different types of like content being like put out all the time. Like I know there was a harem, like there was just nothing but harem shows, and then we had the shonen, and then we're now on isekai. So I'm curious to see what the next big genre is going to be, because it's always changing.
Oh, it's always changing, dude, for sure. But yeah, oh my god, dude, I can't even tell you how many harem animes I've seen. I know just popular.
Me and you just seen so many, and we had a friend who was just like the only good harem show was I suddenly forgot it. It was right there on my head, and then it just disappeared.
Oh, I can't read minds, buddy, so I don't know.
It started with an H, I think.
H?
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't
the guy who went and lived in that like all-girl dormitory type thing. Oh, man. Yeah, I know I blinked on it, too. It's all right.
Sorry, dude.
I'll have to write it down and be like, because there's so much that we watched, I could not name them all in my head.
Oh, for sure.
I'd have to go and like get the names again.
The Rolodex in my brain, and that's how old I am. No young person's gonna know what a Rolodex is. If they listen to this, what's a Rolodex?
Have you seen the TikTok with the girl who's talking about a landline?
Hilarious, dude. But then it makes me feel like a dinosaur.
Did you see the guy? He's like, oh no, she's talking about a landline.
She's like explaining it.
He's like, how old am I? That's how I felt. I was like,
Seraph says, I want them to make more. He's referring to episodes of High School DxD, and dude,
I'm sure we're getting more.
Me too. Oh,
I'm surprised we even got like that third season, and then the fourth one. They're like, hey, this show's still really popular. It shows that the High School DxD crowd is just, we're never giving up on that show.
Oh no, for sure. Like that's got so much support. I'm 100% positive we're getting new material soon at some point.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. Give me more now.
It's such a great series. I'm not going to talk about it right now because we're going to talk about it in a later episode.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It deserves like a big spotlight.
Yeah, no, there are definitely some animes that they're just that we're gonna go on binges about, and we'll talk about them at length. I know eventually we're gonna, as soon as the Wano arc finishes, we're gonna have to talk about the Wano arc.
God. Because I'm going to binge the entirety of that Wano arc.
And then we're going to be right here talking about it all with y'all. Because man, that One Piece is just, it like each arc deserves its own episode. And it's...
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, no, I definitely want more High School DxD. Another show that I'm sad, I know is ended, but I would have loved to get more season. Heaven's Lost Property.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Now, I can't remember if it was me who showed you that or you who showed me that.
I think...
Because I know we got it off of each other.
Okay, so what happened was... I was watching it. And you... I think you came in on me watching it. This is one of the times we were living together.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, "Oh, you're watching it." I was like, "Yeah, I'm actually rewatching it." And we found out that we had both seen this show.
That's right.
Yeah.
We it was one of those shows and mangas that we were both reading and had no idea we were both reading it.
Yeah, dude, but I love it. I love the animation.
I have not seen the final movie, which I know is out.
It is out. I actually want to buy it because I know it's. I got the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, you got the
on
first
Blu-ray,
2 seasons.
so I want to buy that one just to complete the small collection.
Do you have the first movie?
I do not.
You need to get the first movie because it's 2 seasons, a movie, and then the recent movie that just came out. So total 2 movies, and then I know that last one I think completes the show. I'm saying that, but I have no idea.
I hope so because they left it open ended.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to close it.
Complete.
It looked like they were going to close it up based off the 3rd movie. So I'm hoping like this will be the final one. That one was just a whole ton of fun.
Oh yeah.
The main character is definitely us. just some perverted bastards.
The episode where the panty robot.
No. The flock of panties.
The flock of
that
panties
migrated. That migrated back to.
And you see them every so often. You'll see them flying in the sky.
I think they say there's like one in every episode every now and again if you pay attention.
That might be. It's hilarious. I love the panty robot scene. It's like a robot just made out of panties, just doing random stuff.
I think the one that always gets me is when they're doing the quiz show. Oh. And like the last few questions are just randomly perverted questions, like what's their 3 bus sizes?
And he knows them like that.
The fact that he knows he could do them in order in line is just
True man of culture.
True man of culture. Like if there was a man of culture anime, this is that man. There is no other one. I know some people might say the guy from the main character from High School DxD.
Issei.
Yeah, Issei. No, it is from Heaven's Lost Property. He is the man. Oh man, I love it. Well, I think we've talked about the new seasons upcoming. The past seasons that I've seen. I know you're gonna watch some here soon, and I hope everybody else definitely checks out the past seasons and the new upcoming seasons. Definitely check out Hell's Paradise. It's the first episode is out today. And thank you guys for joining us on the 1st of April.
Oh, yeah, for real. Thank you guys. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget, we have all our socials in the About section of Twitter.
Twitch. You were finding the word and then you're like Twitter.
I caught your dumb from earlier. We got all our socials in the About section of our Twitch, our Twitter, our TikTok, our Instagram. I nearly did it again. YouTube, if it's been more than a week and you can no longer find this video on Twitch, you can always go to YouTube and check it out there. Enjoy it.
Yeah, if you guys weren't able to catch us for the full episode, definitely go to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube, and we got to do something special. If we hit like 10,000 subscribers, we'll figure out some challenge to do just for fun.
Something. Maybe not even that many. Maybe not even that many followers, subscribers.
Yeah. Well, we want to progress with you guys. Help us get some more viewers out here.
Oh yeah, we definitely want to reach that anime community because there's millions of us.
There's millions of us.
We just got to reach them.
Definitely join us and tell your friends. Tell them to follow us. Even if they can't watch us live on Twitch, they can definitely watch us on YouTube. And
Sure.
we'll try to upload more clips to TikTok and Twitter and such. And we'll try to tweet out more. But definitely keep up with us on all those socials. And yeah, that's all I got to say about everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Once again, want to give a shout out Blood by Design for the intro and outro music. Thank you so much. Really love the tracks, man. If y'all haven't checked them out, go to their YouTube page. You can check out their music. I believe they have their first 2 albums. They have their first 2 albums on their YouTube page, so go check them out. It's I love the music, but I mean I love that type of music. I love heavy. If you love heavy, definitely go check them out. This is probably right up your alley, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Yep, stay anime.
Thaddeus, the slow I have been slain.